Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. I felt like kind of spoiling you guys tonight, and what I'm going to do is start off with some level ups on some characters that have been kind of sitting and waiting. The Doomstalker and Plague Herald I got to level up in some of my testing over the weekend. I did get through, or I played a couple scenarios, but it took more than 2 times. So I was kind of testing the the difficulty as I was talking about last episode, and I chose a couple scenarios, and one was really easy on normal difficulty, and the other one I had a full squad wipe on difficult difficulty, and so I played it again on normal difficulty, and I still had a full squad wipe. So now I have to say that I wasn't really being too careful, or I was kind of just testing the waters to see how it was going to play at 2 different difficulties, and it was, which one was it? I believe it was this one, Shaky Alliance, and it was between it was Inox archers, lurkers, and then there were some extra, what were they, the Enox guards that were spawning into a room. I had to survive for 10 more rounds, or 10 rounds total, and I actually got to the last round on the normal difficulty with just one left over, and it kind of worked out in a way that I thought I was going to make it. And as I said, I wasn't trying to be too careful, just wanted to see if how different they were, and they weren't too different, honestly, except that I died much faster in the difficult one, and in the normal difficulty it was it wasn't it wasn't that it was much easier, but it was still a lot of enemies spawning in, and I had to take care of them. So it didn't seem like the difficulty had jumped that much. Now that was, I think I should probably point out that it was a level 1 and then became a level 2. And I was playing as the Berserker, the Doomstalker. No, I was playing as the Berserker, the Beast Tyrant, and the Quartermaster. And I thought, these 3 are, kind of beefy. They should be able to hold their own. The Beast Tyrant with the bear, of course. The Quartermaster was doing some pretty decent aid and some somewhat good attacks. And then the Berserker was, just being herself, helpful all around. And it was actually a pretty fun scenario, even though I was just kind of messing around. But basically, I'm gonna keep it at normal difficulty again, and we'll go this week. And if it's really bad, or if it's really easy, then I'm just gonna bump it up. All right. Enough of that. How I'm gonna start off today is we're gonna level all 4 of these up. That might take some time, and then I'm just gonna do a duo of I haven't decided that yet, but let's do some leveling up and at least have some fun with that. So first up, Berserker is reaching level 4. We're looking at Flurry of Axes with a move 5 ability on the bottom. That is really good for her because for the most part, this is a good ability if you want to take some damage to get ready for some of her berserking abilities. And then she only really has like another move 4, but this one is really good to use for the top ability. So her most of her move is from this one card, right? So this would be a good addition to her hand. The top here is you may suffer up to 4 damage, attack X, target all enemies within range 3, where X is the amount of damage you suffered. So you could do an attack 4 against all enemies within range 3, up to 4, basically 1, 2, 3, or 4. That is really interesting, right? That seems really powerful. It is a burn card, but and it does have a 27 initiative. So, you know, use it for movement until you don't need to move much more. You get into that last room or you get in a situation where you should be able to hit a lot of enemies within range 3, right? And then use it for that top ability. It seems like a good pick. Shiny distraction. I was gonna say, why did I not pick this in the past? And I think I picked it because I picked this instead. Shiny distraction. You get to loot 1 and then shield. This by itself, you know, if there was just like a move something on the bottom, this by itself is actually pretty cool. The fact that you can pick something up and shield in the same turn, these kinds of combinations, though it doesn't seem too powerful or too interesting to some people, I could see why a lot of people might choose Flurry of Axes over this, but I had a lot of fun with Shiny Distraction. The fact that you can, you know, pick something up and then still have shield, this makes it, let's take a look at the, I can't look while this is going, but the Doomstalker has that, you know, loot 1 as the top ability. And there are others, of course, but Doomstalker was the most recent that I have used. And to be able to loot something and still be useful instead of just picking up some coins and you're losing your whole attack for the, basically on average, your whole attack for that turn. Instead, you're going to be shielding up. So you can still, obviously there's that dot, you can stick a +1 to the shield after that. Now you can pick up loot all around you, and shield too. This is a very, very fun and powerful card. And I have to say that I picked this card for a very good reason. Although Flurry of Axes looks very interesting as well. The move 5 ability can be used over and over without the fear of losing out on some top ability. For instance, with Strength and Agony, if you wanted to have a powerful attack, or Dazing Wound, you'd probably rather want to be stunning your enemies. So in this case, you know, Flurry of Axes, being able to move throughout the whole map, and then at the end use that Flurry of Axes. And that's kind of the way that I like to think about the Berserker. She's very, I'd like to think of her as being agile, moving around the map, you know, charging in, dealing some damage, charging somewhere else, dealing a lot of damage. And then when it gets to the end, she just goes crazy on the last few enemies. So I'm going to take Flurry of Axes, though I know I'm going to regret not taking this. I didn't say anything about the bottom action here, actually. So gain advantage on all your attacks this round. All attacks targeting you gain disadvantage this round. Once again, great ability. If you have anything where you don't need to move, so Cauterize could be at advantage, but I don't really see that as being too helpful. It could be that, you know, this one, an attack 2 +2 at advantage, an attack 4 at advantage is pretty nice. What would be another? Ooh, Reckless Offensive could be another one that you could be attack 4 against 3 targets. Yeah. And it is for the entire round as well. So that means if somebody can control him or command him or something like that, such as the Mind Thief or the Sunkeeper, the Soothsinger, they all have abilities that allow another adjacent or some other mercenary to make an attack outside of their turn. And this, if played earlier than these other characters or mercenaries, she'd be able to get advantage again, right? And of course, it does bring in fire. But enough talking about that. I am going to take Flurry of Axes because I didn't take it before, and I'm interested in using this move 5 and then having this as kind of that last room finisher. Okay. Whew. I hope if this is a pattern, this is going to be a very long video, but okay. Replace a 0 with 1 +2 rolling modifier. Ooh. That sounds great, doesn't it? +2 with fire sounds interesting as well. Ignore negative item effects. I haven't given her any body armor or leg items yet. And we could do with a different helmet. Oops. And it's only 1 perk point. I'd like to do resilient, but I think for now I'm going to continue boosting her attacks. It's just a matter of which one do we want to go for. A +1 with disarm. Let's do it. And it's a rolling modifier, so +1 with disarm. So it doesn't matter what we pull. It's going to be nice. Even if we pull this, it's still a disarm. Same thing with this. A rolling modifier with stun. It doesn't matter what we pull. It's always going to stun them. Unless it's advantage and you pull the stun and this. That's pretty bad. But yeah. Alright. Sunkeeper. Next. Level 6. Supportive Chant. All allies add +1 attack to their attacks this round. Okay, okay. Or all allies add +2 move to their moves this round. This is really cool. I like this, and I don't remember it, so I assume I took the other card. But I could be wrong. It's been some time. Actually, it's been a whole year since I've had Gloomhaven on the table. So let's see. I mean, I don't think I have to say too much about this. The initiative 11 is great. Giving the ability to everyone. I guess the more people you have in your company, the better, right? If you only have one, this is just a duo, then Supportive Chant is a little weaker because it doesn't help you. It only helps the allies. So you couldn't play Supportive Chant and something like Holy Strike. Well, I mean, you could obviously have that combination, but that +1 attack is not going to affect you. This would probably be better to play as the bottom card. For in most instances, I think. And then if you are, I could see maybe playing defensive stance and then supportive chant. That way you could stand in front of your ranged allies while they fire behind you, and now you're helping them. That could be a good combination. But let's check out what the other one is. Yep, I remember this one. It definitely illuminate the target. Attack 5, strengthen, affect all adjacent allies. So you don't get strengthened again, but you're helping your allies. So as long as you're next to 1, 2, or 3 of your allies, they now have strengthened. That can be used immediately if, well, this initiative would have to be paired with something faster, or it could be used in the next round, of course. One adjacent ally may perform attack 6. I mean, this is just great. All around great. You don't need light in order to use this card. Actually, you don't need light to use either of these, so that's kind of interesting, but this is difficult because my thought here is, how many times are we going to be using her in a group of 4, where I think supportive chant is going to be most helpful, versus illuminate the target would be helpful with kind of any number of allies. And do we want an 11 or a 91? I'm kind of leaning toward supportive chant for that 11 initiative, but I'm just not sure how many more times I'm going to play as her with, 3 others. And I think for that reason, man, this is tough. I think for that reason, I am going to just take illuminate the target. I know I've played with illuminate the target before, but I feel like if I was playing with 3 other friends in the actual campaign, I would definitely take the other card. But in this case, it could be 1 other, it could be 2, it could be 3, and this is going to be helpful in any situation, particularly the bottom action here. The top action could be better with more adjacent allies, but let's say that, she's up there, the Sunkeeper's up there with a couple summoned allies. That could be pretty powerful as well, so. Alright. 1 perk point available. I'm thinking of... I was thinking of doing either Dust or Intensify. Or Bludgeon. Or Technique. And I think I'm going to go for Dust, because when she has the more abilities that she has with advantage, she's going to have advantage for a few of her attacks. More often than others, basically. So removing these negative cards is going to be better, so that when she pulls 1 of them, the chances of pulling 2 of these are going to be pretty low, considering how many +1s, the 2s, the ×2. So getting rid of a lot of these smaller, or these negative or 0 cards, is just going to make her that much stronger. She's going to pull those +1s and potentially the +2 more often than pulling 2 of these negative cards. So we'll go with that. Doomstalker, level 2. You gain advantage on 1 attack each turn targeting a doomed enemy. Okay. Okay, so this one's called Expose. I kind of just jumped into that one. With a 13 initiative, you gain advantage on 1 attack each turn targeting a doomed enemy. Okay. Oh, this is a... I see. This is a... like... an ability that sticks around for... I'm losing it. I'm losing it right now. It's an ability that will stay around for the entire combat, or the entire scenario. All enemies lose invisible and may no longer gain invisible. This is huge for the... is it the night demons and the wind demons? Those can both go invisible. Very, very situational, though. At the bottom, is Doom. You and all allies gain Pierce 2 on... Well, yeah, I remember this card. You and all allies gain Pierce 2 on all your attacks targeting this enemy. Relentless. Offensive. Attack 2, range 5, target 2. Okay, I mean, that seems pretty decent. We could stick a +1 here and or a +1 there to make this a bit more powerful. The range is really nice, range 5. Add +2 attack to all your attacks targeting doomed enemies this round. Okay, so you doom an enemy. Let's say we doom them with Rain of Arrows. Add +2 attack to all your attacks targeting this enemy. Got it. So now, the next round, you play Relentless Offensive, gain another +2 on all your attacks targeting doomed enemies this round. So we could do this again. +2, +2, and to make it even stronger, we can play Swift Trickery, which is 2, add 2, and gain 1 if they are doomed. So that was 2, 4, 6, 8. That's an attack of 8. That sounds pretty great, right? Not gonna lie. Another thing that I'm thinking of with this is where is it? Here, Frightening Curse. The next 3 times a doomed enemy dies with range 2 of another enemy, transfer 1 doom to that enemy instead of discarding it. So if we had this, and then let's say we had a, I guess we don't really have, I guess multi-prong attack assault would be a good option for it. So we can target one with the doom marker first, and then it would jump to the other one after, and we could get another +2 on a different enemy. So these kind of combinations for the Doomstalker are pretty cool. But I have a hard time not taking Exposed, because now whenever we have the Doomstalker, everybody has Pierce 2 for specific enemies. And that is very, very powerful. The top action is, okay, Expose is pretty good. You gain advantage on 1 attack each turn targeting a doomed enemy. So every time you're targeting somebody with Doom, which is fairly often, Expose is going to make you want to do that a bit more, but you'll be attacking with advantage. And that's great. That's just great. Relentless Offensive would give you another kind of attack 2 targets at some pretty good, decent range. All right, I'm gonna go for this because I already took the other one. Is reason number 1, but reason number 2, I want to try out that, try to get one of those attack 8s. And if I can, that would be an attack 8 with Swift Trickery. But if I did it with this, I guess it would still be +8. But the difference would be that I could hit 2 different targets, and if I planned it perfectly, then Frightening Curse, I could attack both of them with that +2. I mean, that would take a lot of time and effort to figure that out, that puzzle by itself. I'd like to, so you can see here, actually, when you're pulling this one, it's not a rolling modifier. So you could pull this one and like the -1, and I think you would get the -1. I guess if you had advantage, you might take blind because it's a +0. I have to remember, I might have to look that up. I think if it's a rolling modifier and anything else, then you take the anything else. Even if it's a ×2 and a rolling modifier of +1. With disadvantage, you're going to take the ×2. Advantage, you still add them together. We could go for intent, but I think consistency. Let's take consistency. Consistent with taking consistency. Plague Herald gains level 2 next. Attack 3, range 3, pierce 2. And a move 4. Under the skin. I think no matter what the other one is, I'm going to take this one. Because we need some more pierce abilities. Rot Maggots. 59 and 69. So, attack 4, range 2, poison. Poison all allies adjacent to the target. Well, that doesn't seem very fun. So, I guess, I mean, it's a hard-hitting attack with poison. So we just want to make sure that we're not attacking anybody that's adjacent to one of our allies, right? Heal 2, range 3, target 2. Yeah, we're going to go with Under the Skin. I don't remember which one of these two cards I took. I probably took Under the Skin, but I don't remember. So I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit there and just take it. I think we want to... This one's a bit more tough because... Because it's not taking many of these, like... I mean, it's replacing a couple -1s. We could just get rid of the -2 and intensify. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. It's basically doing the same thing. It's bumping a -2 to a 0, so that's basically adding 2 to it. Replacing a -1 with a +1, that's doing the same thing. Yeah. Okay, I've said it enough. Alright. Almost 30 minutes in. And haven't really started have not started the scenario yet. So let's check that out now. Alright, so after some thought and mental organization, I think we're going to go with a Berserker Nightshroud duo. And we're going to go into Stuck in the Mud. And that's because we need this unlocked in order to go to the Harrowed House and the Rescue Run. And we're going to be seeing some new enemies here. Well, interestingly, it's showing something different here versus here. But we're going to see this new enemy called the Harrower Infestor. And this is basically, well, is the same... I don't know what to call this. It's definitely not a race. It's definitely not a being. So it's one of these things. It's a Harrower, but it's an enemy Harrower. But I'm gonna bring in the Berserker and the Nightshroud because both of them can kill normal enemies, and it looks like we're gonna be seeing a lot of normal enemies. But before we go, there's a few things that I wanted to show off. Two of the things that we picked up. One, I believe, in my testing was the Reaping Scythe. And this one is, it turns a single target melee attack into targeting 3 adjacent. They have to be in that formation you can see right there. Oh, I can pull it over. Sometimes it won't allow me to. But it has to be in this formation, you standing here with 3 different. And it is a one-time use, and it's for both of your hands. So it's a very powerful weapon, but you have to be in the right situation. I do like this, and I think I've used it on the... I used it on somebody. It could have even been the Berserker with something like this: unbridled power, an attack 2 with stun by itself. You know, you're stunning all 3 of them, but an attack 4 with stun on 3 enemies. That's very, very powerful. The other one here is the spiked shield. I think we got this in the last scenario. This is a shield 1 with retaliate 2. So anybody that can hold a shield has a free hand. This is a great shield. It's only a one-time use, so it's kind of like the heater shield, except, you know, for until you rest, take a long rest, or recover this in another way, you also you gain that retaliate 2 for that attack. It's pretty cool, and it's great when enemies are already pretty low in health. Then you can, you know, they attack you, shield 1, and you potentially kill them in the same action. What was the other thing? Trainer. Ah, right. Okay. It looks like the Berserker picked up a couple more perk points. They made these really tiny. I don't know why they decided to do that. I feel like it would have been better to just keep the their icon instead of do this. I don't know. But anyway, perk point, couple perk points for the Berserker. We'll do that before we head out. And also, because they reached level 2, the Plague Herald story quest. Plague Herald has been studying how best to save Demonscape from disease and believe it has come across a breakthrough. Are you sure you're talking about the glorified cloud of bugs that likes infecting things? The Plague Herald thought disease helped the other races. When the Enchantress managed to convince it otherwise, its hive began studying Demonscape to create a magical cure-all disease. And it actually thinks it has made that magic cure? Yes. It would like to relay the news to its hive. Oh, great. Good. Okay, stop talking. Next is the Doomstalker. I promise, we're getting there. Doomstalker has unfortunately heard that his settlement outside South Shield was attacked during our last mission. He'd like to track down those responsible. Can't the city guard handle this? I've already asked the guard captain to look into it, but he says he's got more important problems to worry about. Great. Good. Anything else? Some more money. We killed city archers. This was in the last one of the scenarios that I did over the weekend, and some more city guards. We do have some money here. Do I want to spend it? 2 perk points available. I think I'm going to go for this one and this one. Let's get some stun rolling modifiers in there. The disarm rolling mod. These are 3 great rolling modifiers to stick in there. Okay. Man, a lot of preparation for this one. I have remembered to bring in Flurry of Axes, and I dropped Glass Hammer. I wasn't too excited about dropping it, but I wasn't entirely sure what else I could bring in. However, the Glass Hammer is a move 3, and it's an attack, basically attacking 1 enemy, whereas Flurry of Axes is a better move and attacking multiple enemies. All right, so I feel like Flurry of Axes is going to be better than Glass Hammer. Glass Hammer, I think, is a much better card when your hit point value is near its maximum. So at higher levels, Glass Hammer is actually a bit better because your hit point value, your maximum hit point value, is going to be better, so you can use it to a more fuller effect. Flurry of Axes, I think this is a good switch here. I also gave I spent some money on an enhancement. See if I can find it. Here we go. Unbridled Power. I stuck a wound enhancement sticker on the attack 2. So now it's going to stun and wound the enemy, or the target. And if we do get fire, that's another +2 attack. So this is essentially an attack 2 where 1 damage is certainly going to happen, like, I guess, over the course of time, it would be dealing more damage. But this makes it a better card anyway. If there's some shield on the enemy, then we can stun them and wound them, and that will eventually kill them, right? Okay. So let's jump into this. Now it's showing 2 different things, as you can see here. And this is a new kind of objective: destroy all skull altars. So I'm not sure what update this came in with, but it's bringing in the Harrower Infestor. We're looking at night demons, wind demons, earth demons, and cultists. So this could be pretty tough, but we're at level 2. Enemy levels at 2, and we are level 4. I want to make sure we're going into this at normal. Okay. Now, if this is easy, again, I'm probably going to bump it up. But it could have been bad luck. It could have just been those those scenarios. But anyway, as you venture towards Mudview, the town's mayor greets you at the gate. She is aware of the threat from Keyport, but remains hesitant to support your cause. After you push for a reason, she eventually reveals that Mudview has been plagued by cultists holed up in some ruins on the town outskirts. The mayor dispatches you to remove this danger, and you hope to make her more open to lending you support in the process. The undergrowth outside the town feels uncomfortably ordinary to you, but as you approach the main hideout, the wind carries an unmistakable stench. Demons. Alright, pacifists or masochists. Kill 3 or fewer monsters during your scenario. Probably not. Your health at the end, yeah, 2 or less. Let's go for that one. Loot a chest during the scenario. Well, we don't know if there is even a chest here. In the board game, every scenario typically has a chest. So it's going to be much better in the actual campaign. Die Hard. Never allow your current hit point value to drop below half your maximum. Yeah, we'll go for that. Better chance for that anyway. These cultists have been proving to be a real problem for the town. I was wondering how people running around in bathrobes are such a nuisance, but the demons explain it. Clear them out and the mayor will agree to fight with us. Fight with us against what? Okay, well, we have this first room. We only have 1 cultist, 1 wind demon, and 1 flame demon. These both have some shield, but they don't have a lot of health. So things like wounding is going to be very helpful, as well as trying to control the cultist here. We do have 1 door here that leads to another room, and then another big room there too. So we'll see what's coming up. Yeah, look at these. That's just beautiful, right? I don't know about beautiful, but the graphics look great. Well done. All right, well, round 1. And we're starting off, of course, with the Nightshroud at 7 with Prepare for the Kill, some movement, and infusing darkness, and then Wings of Night for basically to go invisible, but we can deal a little bit of damage possibly. And then at 27, the Berserker with Flurry of Axes for that move, and Cauterize to start wounding these 2. Now we do have to worry about the Flame Demon because, maybe it's just the elites. I believe at some point they start having retaliation at range. But it appears that this one we don't have to worry about that. They are both flying, so traps aren't going to do anything and obstacles won't stop them. And of course they both have some shield. See what they're going to do. Let's see. Well, the Flame Demon, 3/3. The Cultist is just going to move and attack one. That's fine. And the Wind Demon is going to push adjacent and then attack at range. So if we don't go near it, then we'll be fine. Let's see how far. Yeah, if we want to wound them, then we probably want to. We probably want to be in range. All right. Anyway, let's do something like this. And that. And sure, you know what? Let's oops. Let's definitely curse, but I think we're going to hold off on the poison dagger and maybe use it on one of these. Good. Couple damage. Cursed. Wonderful. Go invisible. Now, when we walk away, it's not going to be able to catch up to the Berserker. I mean, that's not really a big worry, of course, but you know what? I saw that this is going to be bringing in, or if it has, okay, let me rephrase this. If Earth is available, it will consume it and then won't be able to attack at range 3. But I don't think that's necessarily a good reason to use the major mana potion just to bring in Earth. I already have darkness coming in. We have fire coming in from both of them. So I don't think we really need to go for that. So we'll skip. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take the damage. That's difficult terrain, and I wouldn't even know it just looking at it. So that's difficult terrain too. Is that because it's water? I mean, we can see this one, but that's tough to tell other than because it's highlighted. But anyway, that's what it is, what it is. Let's go over here. Skip the rest of that movement. I know we probably didn't need to use that card, but again, I'm using it because it's only a move and I don't need the top one. So we won't be doing any damage to them, but at least they're wounded. Ah. You're only making her mad. Okay, round 2. We're starting off with the Nightshroud again. Grim Sustenance for the bottom action here, and which you'll understand here in a second. And then Spirit of the Night, and we're just going to kill this. However, I'm using this because if I just kill him outright, then I can loot and then bring darkness back in. Okay? I'm not sure if I want to use another card to, instead, let's say that this isn't really going to do too much, and I just want to kill one of these two. I might do that instead, but I feel like the top action here is too good to just throw away, right? So I think instead I'm going to do this, and if I really want to just loot, then I'll just move over. I know that I'm not bringing in darkness again, But I mean, I could use this one instead, but let's stick with this. If I do want to move to kill one of these other ones, then I have that option. But I think I want to still, yeah. I'm actually just gonna do that. Okay, Berserker. We're gonna go with Fatal Fury, and I'm not gonna go with that. I want to go later. Let's use Furious Aid. I want to go a little later. I'm hoping that one of them goes earlier so that they take a damage first. Oh man, okay, good. I was gonna say they yeah. Anyway, there's no wind available, so they're not going invisible. Alright. Let's see what they do. Hmm. Well, it's not working out the way that I was hoping because it just healed itself. So let's kill this guy because he's just going to be healing. He's going to heal one of those two, and I'd rather him not do that. So confirm, and then we'll loot. And we're also bringing in darkness, so that's something, right? We can use the minor stamina potion to bring this card back for Grim Sustenance, and I might do that. I think I'm gonna do that actually right now. That way we can stay invisible. And so kill one adjacent normal enemy whose current hit point value is less than half your difference between your maximum hit point value and current hit point value. I think I forgot to explain her turn, but I was gonna just move and then use this. The problem here is that the difference is 6, and less than half is 2, and they both have 3. So I can't actually do it. Of course not. Of course not. Well, where we're standing, this is kind of a bad space. So what we're going to do is just... Here, I'm going to skip the attack. Oh, and I can't move that way. Maybe we can get extremely lucky here. Probably not, right? Yeah. We'll block some of that. But of course now I could use it on either of them. I love how that works out, you know? Okay. And then I just used my other heal. Oh, man. Well, let's use this. Because I don't... Do I think I'm going to be opening this door before resting? I mean, the answer is probably yes. Right? So I probably want to use that and that. So we'll go for this, and maybe... I'd like to use this top ability before. Okay. That. And I guess that. All right. Let's move on here. So we're going earlier than both of them. That's something. We definitely need to be taking some of these out. They're doing some interesting attacks here, but see if we can handle this. Go invisible and then attack of 5. All right. Maybe we can hit them. Okay, what are they doing? Moving and wounding. I'm already wounded, so whatever. That one is going to move 4. So it does not matter where I'm standing. I should probably stand here so it doesn't get too far away from him. Should I use my potion now, you think? No. Because if I get rid of the wound, I'm getting a wound again. So this one's now dead. What? Yeah, now I want to use that potion so that I can get rid of that wound. But now we can use this for an attack of 5. This one's already dead, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to use Strength and Agony. And I think just going to open this door, maybe run away after. I'm not sure. We'll see what's behind that door. As for you, maybe we could send you in. Do something like this. Yeah, that sounds good, actually. Let's do it that way, and then I'll decide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not actually enough. Well, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I think this is a good time to open the door because it's an attack of 1. It's not really that bad. And it's a move 4, so they'll be coming toward us. This is a pretty rough attack, but as long as we have some distance between us, then we probably won't be able to... They probably won't be hitting us. Yeah, I really wish I had that wound right about now. Ooh, that's right, winged shoes. So 1, 2, 3. Focus on those demon altars. Ah, okay, there it is. So we have to take these things out. A lack of demons will make mopping up the cultists easier. So I wonder... After that, the door ahead looks like a shortcut out. I wonder if it's going to be bringing in some demons from time to time. And what are they doing? Not much. Let's run in there. Kidding. Good. Well, we have 1 health left and we're wounded. And I can't use... It's now moved away from me. Well, let's move up here. Let's attack against you. Oh no. Okay. See, in this case, I want to use this for the movement and this for the attack. So I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. So we want to be using this for our attack and this for the movement. And I think it's best if we go as far as we possibly can away from this mess. You're gonna die anyway. What is all of this? Immunity to all conditions, immunity to swap, shield, retaliate, push, pull, and mind control. Why? Like, what would it be retaliating? So I can't put retaliate on it? That just seems weird. And then shield, too. I'm not entirely sure how they can be immunity to either of those. But anyway, let's go all the way in. Attack 5. And now we will heal. There we go. What did that do? I'm very afraid of what that just did. Did it do nothing? I wonder if it's actually, like, bringing in enemies back here. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Maybe if this goes down a little bit, then we're in trouble. Okay, let's pick the last 2 cards we have available. Strange. Okay. It only has 6 health, and it's normal, so we might be able to just kill it outright. Summon Earth Demon. Summon Living Bones. We need to figure out ways to... Man. Okay. Well... This actually can't summon. So where would it put it? I guess it could put it here? But if I can find a way to get over there... like maybe it can put it here, but I'm pretty sure... yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to think about this, because it can't put it there. It's not showing where it's summoning. I'm wondering if it's summoning into this room. Let's figure this out here. Undo. Let's do this. I'm gonna just jump over you and make an attack against you. And I'll poison you too, sure. Good. Couple more damage. We want to get around you. I wonder what they're... Oh no. It's gonna pull me? Okay. Alright. Well, we can certainly kill you. Good. And now run way over here. I'm interested in seeing where that's gonna put it. Yeah. Oh no. That's exactly what it's doing. So I don't know what it summoned that first round, but now we have an Earth Demon in here. Okay. Well, let's take a long rest. Long rest. I'm thinking long rest because I have this steel ring. And then I can get the wall shield back. And for you, I'd like for you to take a long rest as well. Okay, no. Just long rest it up. This is gonna be rough, but let's see what their flame demon now. Uh-oh. This room's just gonna be filled with demons, isn't it? 0 times 2. Yeah, I'll... actually, you know what? I'll take it. What are you gonna do? I move 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So it depends on who you're really looking to attack. Oh, you're gonna attack both of us. Never mind. Alright. I'll block this one. Great. Okay, heal up. We definitely want to use this. We could use this to kill... Well, let's see. We're going to have... 11 is going to be the difference. Divided by 2 is going to be 5. So we could kill any one of these outright with that. That's not bad. But what do we want to use? I don't know. Maybe strength and agony. Because we don't want to be taking damage from that anymore. As for you, we definitely want to use the major mana potion now so that we have darkness. I'm wondering if I have to do this before this. I don't think so. I think I have the chance of using it now. Empowering Void, probably the one that's going to go. Yeah. So, let's see. Do we need darkness? Yes, we do need darkness. Let's bring in darkness and... Let's do Earth, I guess. Maybe it will be against the Wind Demon. That's scary. That is too scary. We have to kill this now. So... Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to pull it through that trap, right? I think what I'm going to do is use you to do that. 1, 2... The problem is that there's a lot of difficult terrain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have to burn a card to get adjacent. Oh no, because I have the winged shoes. 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. Okay, I see what's going on here now. Let's use prepare for the kill. And then we can kill it immediately. The swap would be really fun, actually. Okay. And as for you, we want to use Fatal Fury and then something to just move up with. You know, this one could be cool to use it against all of these, but ooh, wait a minute. It's in range 3, so if I just stand here, then I could do a huge attack against all of them. But I think I'm not gonna do that because I'd have to suffer damage. Are there any traps around? Because if I could push, just to push one though. Let's use this for the move, because I'm not going to use it for the top action for a bit. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to kill you. We don't need to really worry about you. And as long as I'm not standing next to you, you're fine. You, on the other hand, it would be really nice to get rid of you. Okay. It's not a normal enemy. It's a skull altar. Okay, I normally don't do this, but because it's not a normal enemy, and that was kind of a big mistake there on my part, I'm rethinking on my strategy because obviously I don't want this thing alive anymore, and I don't want to kind of have the turn that I had to just let it live and try and kill these enemies with the cards that I'd chosen before. My strategy is to try and kill this fast. Now I didn't choose based on what they're doing, but what I am doing is changing up my tactic here. So Nightshroud going at 13. I'm still going to go invisible, but I'm going to use Silent Force instead of... Well, I guess I wasn't going invisible before, was I? But instead of trying to kill the normal target, it's not a normal target. It would be actually really nice if it said that. Like, make this a different color. Do something else so that you know it's not a normal target. It could even just be written somewhere on here, like not a normal target. You know? So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So moving over here, make a major attack. We know that it's going at 99 anyway, so it doesn't matter about the initiative. As for you, I'm going to use Flurry of Axes now, and then I'm going to use Defiance of Death to make sure that she doesn't die. I am going to just take 4 damage now, and then that will put me down to 1 hit point. And without moving, I'll be able to attack these 3 enemies with... what would that be? Oh, well, 4. Okay. If this one does move up to make an attack beforehand, cool, but I'm not thinking that's gonna be the case. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so as you can tell, I already forgot what they were doing. We know that Cultists, okay, is not going to do too much. Night Demon is going to be moving up, but too late. And the Living Bones is not going to be moving. Okay. So, try this again. Yeah, as I said, I don't like to change that up. If this was in the normal game and I made that mistake, I would just shuffle some of the cards around and it would be completely fine. It's well, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that if you reset, then things aren't reshuffled in a way. But I don't think that they could do that. I think it would actually break something if they did that. I don't need to go invisible, but it does give me a point. So oh no, I do need to go invisible. Never mind. Less talking, and I'm being very forgetful here. So I'm hoping this just kills it. I'm not going to use either of these because, one, they don't work, and two, I'm hoping that it just dies, so. Good. I like that it broke and then immediately fixed itself to just disappear. So that's dead. Fantastic. Now I probably won't do this. Because that's dead, and that was kind of the purpose of it. I could move, but I don't really want to. I don't want to move to here and then use it to attack all three of them. What would be another option? You know what? It's actually a good option anyway. Let's still do it. I'd like to kill you, so let's just do it. There. That's pretty cool. And since I'm down to 1 health, Defiance of Death is going to be a good choice, particularly for going into this next room. Yes, well, Defiance of Death. And I still have that 4, which is going to help out quite a bit. Round 8. This punk here has just been following me, and it is very difficult to kill him. So let's see if I can do that now. First up is the Nightshroud at 17 with Terror Blade, some good movement, and Grim Sustenance. This is going to be an attack of 4 because you are invisible. I'm hoping that's enough. Hoping that's enough. And then let's run into this other room, and we'll stay invisible because of Grim Sustenance. Then Berserker at 24 with From the Brink. We'll see what's behind the door, and then Fatal Fury it or one of these enemies. Okay. This is going to be healing, so we probably want to deal with this. But if there's something like a Night Demon on the other side, I'm probably running in there to take care of that instead. So let's see if we can kill you. Yeah. I'm not going to use either of these, though. You're dead. Good. And let's move in through here. Not really a shortcut. Nope, just militia and... Wait, what is that? A floating cloak? Where did it... Oh no. So, wait a minute. What is going on here? There's another skull altar. Is this impacting a future scenario? I hope so. This is really interesting. This is a good surprise. If that's what's happening, this is really good. So, yeah, this is really fun. So it looks like, because nothing else is here, well, except for you. Take a look at that. I wish I could zoom in slightly more. And there's another skull altar. I guess I didn't realize there were 2. What are you going to do? Shield 2, retaliate, and summoning a flame demon. Oh, man. Alright, well... I don't know if there's really a difference, but go that way. So they already have Retaliate 2. Now this is a Retaliate 2 on top of that. Ugh. Alright, Defiance of Death. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of you. Yep. And like sprint in here. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh man. You really got my hopes up. It couldn't summon anything because there was a trap here and difficult terrain. This is actually summoning because now there's a space to summon. Man, you guys really got my hopes up about that. I think we just got lucky that it was surrounded by some clutter. Okay. That would have been really cool. Missed opportunity. But round 9. Now this is actually going to be a lot trickier than I thought. And Nightshroud up first at 7 with Prepare for the Kill. Get moving, bring in Darkness, go invisible. 29 for the Berserker, Dazing Wound for that move, and then Unbridled Power with an attack of 4, stun, and wounding. 1, 2. There's not really an easy way to get there. I need to get jump on some of. Maybe I should give her the jumping boots, the winged boots. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't. I really wanted to just get there. Okay, well, we'll think of something else then. I'm still going to keep it, but okay. Now it's summoning a night demon. Oh boy. Do we even have... Yeah, we don't have it either. We don't have our winged shoes. I was hoping to get in for a Spirit of the Night kill, but it's not looking good. I didn't realize this trap and the obstacle were right next to each other like this. Well, we're gonna have to go this way, I guess. Luckily, we can stay invisible. I think the Nightshroud has only been visible for 1, maybe 2 rounds. Yeah. This is gonna hurt, but we really need to take care of you too. Oh, you're kidding. Defiance of Death. Now you're wounded and stunned. Oh god. Now it's there. Yeah, it is. Oh no. So, here's the thing. I can only move 2 in order to use this. I don't know what to do about that. I'm thinking that I want to heal and maybe cauterize. Oh, this is... You're actually in a really, really bad spot there. I could have maybe rested, like a short rest. Yeah, now you're dead. So burn, reckless offensive. Burn. Oh wow. I think we're dead. Heal. And let's get some wounding out. I don't know what to say here. I probably should have tried to move, huh? Wow, I can't even make it anywhere. I mean, I could do this and then use this to, yeah, and I can't jump over anything else. I could jump right onto that trap. I mean, I could Ah. All right. Undo here. This is pretty devastating. No. So we got really lucky with that first one. Short rest. Heal. And wow, it's like heal and heal. That's basically my choices here. Heal, heal, and heal. I mean, the thing is that like you could be invisible this whole time, but then what are they gonna? They're just gonna be sitting there, and like these ones will eventually die at some point. I have to do this. I now have darkness available, but I need to get in there. So 24. I guess I'm gonna have to use Wings of Night. She'll be able to move out of the way, and then he can move up and start killing them. Oh God. Just... what did that just do? Oh, retaliate. Hey, finally! Oh, you're immobilized. Of course you are. No. Well, this was fun. This is basically... I mean, this is on normal difficulty, too, so... Man. Okay. We have to do this. Because I need to be killing these enemies here. No, let's clear that. Let's kill you. I'd like to be killing you. I think I have to kill this because of the... You're dead. Well, this was fun. Hope you enjoyed this episode. So it's at this point that I'm realizing I have a chance. What I need to do is, well, this one's gonna be dead now. And as long as I keep my distance, I can continue to kill this one as a normal enemy. And I just need to hit this one for 5. I was pretty sure it was game over. And it's not looking impossible anymore. I just need to make sure that, yeah, the muddle, whatever. I need to be staying invisible. And there are ways of being invisible in every turn. So, yeah, I just need to continue that. It's going early. That's fine. I'll be invisible before. Okay, I can take that. Let's hit you for 1. I'm already muddled, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use that black knife. I'm thinking of using the dagger against you, but honestly, I want to be hitting you for like 1. Or hitting you once, that is. At times 2 is always very exciting until you realize it's an attack of 1. Let's move back over here. Actually, you know what? Let's move over here. Because I'm afraid that... I don't know if you saw that the night demons were hurting each other. That's when I started thinking, you know, something could turn around here. Ooh, okay. We definitely don't want to deal with that. And then they're going invisible anyway. Yeah, now it has retaliate 4. Great. Great. Well, we're going to skip the attack but stay invisible, and we'll move and skip the movement. Okay. We'll take a long rest. Jeez. This card is going to be the death of me, I think. We can heal up a little bit. I definitely want to keep Silent Force. Spirit of the Night looks like a good one to get rid of you. This one makes me go invisible even if I don't attack. Same thing with you. Terrorblade might be the one that I get rid of. The problem is that the initiative, but as long as I'm staying invisible, it doesn't matter how late I'm going. So we definitely want to go early this time. and Wings of the Night to go invisible. Ooh, so close. We don't want to use this because we don't want them to go invisible now. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just go here. Because even if I do bring it in, it's going to use it, and then it goes invisible, so. Skip the rest of that movement. We'll attack here. Let's use this. Okay, so we've thrown another one in just in case they do get some chances to attack. They have 2 curses left. Yeah, and retaliate too. You can see these guys are tough to kill. Since we're invisible, let's do this. And let's use this to go late. Okay, good. So they get to go early. They're not going to do anything. They're not healing anymore. That was kind of something I was afraid of. But we want to stay invisible, so let's attack here, and we will use the poison dagger this time just in case. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. I have to go for the short rest here, because if I take a long rest, then I mean I have to get rid of it. If I take a long rest and this starts healing, I'm in big trouble. Let's go early so we know what to do. And then this. Exactly. Heal 5. So we are hitting you now. Good. Don't have to deal with the retaliation. It's only going to be moving 2. So as long as I put a little bit of distance between me and it, then we'll be fine. I think if I do this, I can jump onto there, and then it won't be able to reach me, and I can deal with it after. Round 22. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. We got this. And of course it's going early. 4 damage. I don't sometimes I don't get it, you know. But we did it. And I don't think we should have. And we actually, somebody died, so that's even better. I don't know if she died because of exhaustion, or if it was because of the enemy killing her. I'm hoping the latter. But stick in the mud. Perfect name for it. As the Harrower is slain, its body disintegrates into a cloud of insects. I haven't seen many Harrowers this deep in human territory. I mean, we have one. Seem to be working for that dodgy council. Talk about corrupted politician. Yeah, okay. Whatever it was doing here, it spooked the mayor into providing supplies and safe routes to help us attack Keyport. Yeah, so as you can see, she died. And never let your Never let your current hit point value drop below half. I mean, that was just not going to happen. So, um, let's see here. Okay, so I think she exhausted because it didn't go up. I think I'm 3 shy of unlocking Saw. The Cloak of Pockets design. You can carry 2 additional items. This one's an interesting one. At first, you know, I think when I first got it, I thought Tinkerer, you know, and I still think Tinkerer. Throw a couple more items onto the Tinkerer. He's just amazing. He can carry all the different kinds of powders. Can carry 1 or 2 potions. You know, he's the Cloak of Pockets is very, very amazing. And for the Tinkerer, it's kind of perfect. He's also pretty good, a decent choice for the Quartermaster, as long as you're not using him as the only tank. 5 experience each, and unlocked Mudview. Boy, am I glad I stayed inside the walls of Amberhill. Anyway, I managed to barter for the Harrower's cloak after you left. It smells weird and there might be an insect or 2 left, but it seems to have a lot of storage space. Yes. Agreed. Well, we made it. We actually made it through that. That's pretty crazy. Oh, this one looks cool. Something wicked. With a falcon figurine. Yes, sir. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, that cloak of pockets, you can carry a couple of these little trinkets and be summoning all over the place. I'm telling you, Cloak of Pockets is a great thing, particularly for ranged characters. I think that's kind of an important little caveat about it. But that's actually going to do it for today. I will end by running over to the trainer and showing off the mercenary. Where is it here? Yes, I still need 3, so she was not killed by an enemy, she was just exhausted. But as you can see, 2 full squad wipes, that will get you there pretty quickly. But that's going to do it. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.